How you guys doing tonight? All right. So tonight I want to talk about the NBA. Yeah, the NBA got called out by Rachel Nichols. I'm going to go ahead and let her tell it. And then I'm going to throw my 2 cents in.
So I talk sometimes about the women of the NBA, and often someone will try to correct me and say, you mean the WNBA? And I'll say, no, I mean the NBA. Yes, what you see on your TV when you watch the NBA is men playing basketball. But in every corner of the sport, there are women, all through the league office, team front offices, training staffs, coaching staffs. And none of them, me included, would be able to do the jobs we do the way we do them if it wasn't for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Honestly, if you are an American woman who appreciates not having to ask your father or husband for permission to manage your own finances, property, health, you owe a gigantic debt to the notorious RBG. Something the WNBA recognized with a lovely video tribute before its playoff game last night. So it was surprising then, and disappointing, frankly, when the NBA chose not to do the same. Despite that it was just last month the league held such meaningful moments of silence for not just politician and civil rights icon John Lewis, but actor Chadwick Boseman. If you are a league that holds equality as a core value, and I know for sure that this league does, the icons of that equality can't just be those who helped the men that we all see on TV, but those who paved the way for the women who work right alongside them. After all, the NBA is significantly stronger because of all the women who work in and around it. And we are all significantly stronger because a young lawyer dedicated her life to allowing us to have those opportunities. So thank you, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I don't know how much basketball you watched, but I know you had a hand in making our game better. And I know you will be missed.
You know, when I tell you what, the NBA can't win for losing, man. These athletes can't win for losing, and they just suckers for it, you know. They're back in, remember when Andre Iguodala, gave a nice compliment to a WNBA player, Ariel Powers, and she turned around and disrespected him. Skylar Diggs calls out Harrison Barnes and LeBron James. Talked about Harrison Barnes' game, and then worried about people talking about. She said people were worried about what LeBron James was eating, and Angel McCautry, she demanded equal pay as men. Called out the NBA players, saying they get paid too much, that she wants that NBA money because she was tired of playing in the cold in Russia. Then, of course, LeBron James gets called out by protesters and police and UFC fighters and also Laura Ingraham. But we're going to keep it in that little realm. And now you got Rachel Nichols, who called out the NBA. Then had the nerve to throw in John Lewis, who is a civil rights icon, and doing what he was doing during the civil rights era. And then, of all people, she went after Wakanda, Black Panther. Now, if you're going after Black Panther, man, you really grabbing that stuff. You really grabbing at something. So, man, she threw it all three in the NBA, Black Panther, and John Lewis over RBG. It's just gotten so wild, man. Now it's like women are just every little thing now. They just calling people out. You know, if they don't agree with something, they just call it out. Just call it out. I mean, it's just very disrespectful and distasteful. But this is where we are right now. Straight up. I don't know, man. It's just crazy, man. It's like our generation has become so busy trying to prove that women can do what men can do, that women are losing their uniqueness. Women weren't created to do everything a man can do. Women were created to do everything a man can't do. That's the problem. You know? I know some people will say, well, you got men coaching in the NCAAs. Well, you take that up with those who hired those men that's coaching women's basketball then. You know? But like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, the NBA has become the woke capital of sports. They support LBGTQ, which goes into the WNBA, and they got a situation in their hands with Becky Hamilton, whatever her name is, from San Antonio Spurs. Oh, she waiting on a job. You best believe that. She waiting. And I'm hearing that Pop's not coming back. So it's going to be a toss-up between Tim Duncan and Becky. Because believe you me, she ain't going nowhere until she get a NBA job. So the Spurs better choose wisely if it's going to be Timmy or it's going to be Becky. So this is what the NBA has done, because Adam Silver said that he wants a woman to coach in the NBA. This is how woke they are. And now that you allow the wokeness to sink in, now it opens up doors for players and the association to get criticized, like you got with Rachel Nichols over here. Now they're saying that if you're a woman, you owe a debt to RBG. You owe a debt to her because she opened the door for the women. Not that the NBA has opened the door for you to come in and make you some money, but you owe it to RBG. Ain't nobody heard of no RBG until she passed away. Now all of a sudden we owe a debt, especially if you're a woman. Like I said, now they're coming for you. They're coming for your jobs. They're coming for your money. And the women don't even play above the rim. They play at net level. Unless you that what's that? Grinder, Brittany Grinder, you know. So once again, man, this is where we are. You see, the NFL ain't like that. They got that, what's that plantation situation over there. Let some of these cats say they got that plantation mindset. They be calling out them owners, saying they got the plantation mindset with the football meatheads, they call them. See, they don't have that over. They don't have that wokeness over there just yet. I said yet. But this is where we are, man. The WNBA. They get that child support money from the NBA. So the WNBA is not going anywhere because the NBA is paying for it. We call that child support money. So this is where we are, man. Now you got old Rachel feels like she can take shots because nobody recognizes RBG. So You know. So look for more shots to come at the NBA. Look for some more. Because now that you done allow women to come in, this is what you're doing. So, once again, I blame the NBA for it, man. This is what happens when you woke, and then you allow women to just come in and just say whatever they want to say to you. They say it to the players, now they're saying it to the organizations, over and over now. All because you didn't represent a lady that was on the Supreme Court, regardless of how you feel, regardless if you know her or not. You know, she was just doing her job. Nobody owes anybody anything. But let Rachel tell it that if you're a woman, you owe her. In a man's league. Not that the men allowed you to be there. You owe RBG. So I just want to talk about it, man. So, once again, who do I blame? The NBA. Because you always want to be woke. Be careful. Like any other situation, they coming for your jobs too, without playing above the rim.